Welcome to Wealth Preservation Solutions. I'm Elizabeth DeLeo, Director of Family Offices. Kevin Ellman, CFP, our CEO, is joining me today. And we're going to talk to you about our partnership with BlackRock and something exciting we have coming along the way. We have a strong partnership with BlackRock. And one of the ways that we've started to join forces is to bring our clients and prospects alike a quarterly webinar covering a variety of topics ranging from market outlook to specific portfolio design and beyond. So we'd like you, our audience, to be a part of this series and learn more about us here at Wealth Preservation Solutions and how we may be a good fit for your family's wealth management needs. So first, let's take a minute and meet Kevin Ellman, our CEO of Wealth Preservation Solutions. So Kevin, please spend a minute, just take us through your journey and your experience to becoming a wealth manager.
Well, I didn't have a straight line. I have had a couple of different careers. When I was in college and after college, I was a rock and roll drummer. I played with some pretty famous people, Bette Midler, Barry Manilow, Peter, Paul and Mary, Richie Havens, Todd Rundgren, Chuck Berry. And I had a pretty big career early on. And ultimately I decided, I lived the life. I got married, had kids, and I wanted to live a more, normal life, if you will. I ended up joining my family business. We had a chain of restaurants called Beefsteak Charlie's. And at that time, we had 70 restaurants up and down the Northeast. So I ran that business with my father for about 15 years, and ultimately we sold it. And then I decided to offer a consulting service for restaurants, naturally enough. And that little by little morphed into financial consulting for restaurants and then financial consulting for all kinds of people. And it's been over 30 years now that we've had a wealth management business focusing on business owners, professionals, just high net worth individuals. And, things are going pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anyone would like to know more, please visit our website, wealthpreservationsolutions.com. There's a long history there, a little bit more in depth about our style, philosophies, and overall firm details. So on October 26th, we are co-hosting with BlackRock a Zoom webinar at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be talking about the topic of megatrends. So we're going to be sending you an invite following this video. Please keep an eye out for it. We'll be joined by Anna Verhaegan, who is an investment strategist at BlackRock, and she'll be taking us back in time, as well as catapulting us into the future. So Kevin, if you would, please share with us your take on megatrends and why you feel it may be important to join us on October 26th.
Well, first, we have established a long-term, very close working relationship with BlackRock. And one of the major concepts is we use index funds as the basic building block. And, the audience may or may not know that BlackRock is the largest provider of index funds or ETFs, exchange traded funds in the world, mostly called iShares. Mm-hmm. So we use index fund as the building block, but we use active asset allocation. So we are trying to select trends and sectors where we think there's going to be extra high growth. And one of the ones we feel most strongly about is a fund called Megatrends. Their manager is going to join us for this webinar and talk about specifically how they do what they do. But what we're trying to do is identify growth trends into the future that we think will outperform the overall market. So some of this is technology, some of it's healthcare, some of it's infrastructure, a lot of it's related to climate change. And then, of course, we have the emerging wealth in emerging markets. So all these trends, we've tried to identify the ones that are most likely to outperform. And that's what we're going to be talking about during this webinar.
Great. So thank you, Kevin. And thank you in advance for your time and consideration. We hope to see you there to learn more about megatrends and owning the future. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay wealthy. Bye.
Bye.